Is there gonna be a fight, Wyatt?
I think there must be.
I gotta tell you something, Wyatt. I told your brothers when they went off to fight, and I suppose the time's come for you. You know, I'm a man that believes in the law. After your family, it's about the only thing you got to believe in. But there are plenty of men who don't care about the law. Men who will take part in all kinds of viciousness. Don't care who gets hurt. When you find yourself in a fight with such viciousness, hit first if you can. And when you do hit to kill. Boom. You keep your family, the better. Nothing counts so much as blood. The rest are just strangers.
Wyatt Earp is a Western biographical movie that was released on June 24th, 1994. This is another movie with Kevin Costner that I will have reviewed. The other one I reviewed was Open Range. This movie was also co-written and directed by Lawrence Kasdan, who also did Silverado, which is a movie that I really enjoyed along with Open Range. So, did I enjoy this one? Well, let's find out. The story is basically the life of the famous OK Corral lawman Wyatt Earp. They go through his early life, his marriages, and how he became a sheriff. So it is the full spectrum. What do I think of it? Well, it is surprisingly kind of engaging. Although I do have some fucking gripes with it. Though not to the extent of Outlander. This movie is 3 hours and 11 minutes long, and I have to say, it's actually paced pretty well. I felt that every scene served some kind of purpose, whether it was to move the story along or just as simple as being an interesting scene of dialogue. It avoids the mistake of many longer movies. So many fucking long movies waste time on almost nothing, and some even give characters ways of speaking that make them sound incomprehensible. That is not creative, that is frustrating, and tells me that what they're talking about means nothing. The movie may not have intended it that way, but intent means nothing when it comes to how it comes across. But thankfully, most of, if not all, the characters speak coherently. You can understand what they're saying for the most part. The writing is something that I'm kind of mixed on. The biggest problem I have with it is a little inconsistent. In the beginning, Wyatt's father tells him that there are people who don't care about the law, and if you're going to shoot to kill. However, Wyatt later on states that he hasn't fired a gun and doesn't really want to. He even vomits at the sight of blood. Okay, I will never understand why anyone finds blood disgusting. This is not a judgment, this is a statement. I can't empathize with people who find blood disgusting when there are things in this world that are way more disgusting than blood. But if people only vomited at those fucking things, this world would make sense. Okay, side rant over. By the end of the film, Wyatt has no fucking problem killing his enemies, and even wants to kill them. That's what he says to Doc Holliday. Okay, the problem I have with this is that I felt that this character development was kind of rushed, and I would have liked more dialogue that implied that he was getting a stronger stomach, or maybe that he could have remembered his father's advice. But as is, it was an idea not fully explored. Same thing with Doc Holliday having tuberculosis. You could literally not mention it and the movie would have been the same. But the writing is good in the dialogue that we do get, usually. Probably my favorite line in the movie is when his brothers call Wyatt out on not letting their wives stay with them. Wyatt says, "Wives come and go. They leave you or they die." I have to say he is right. Nothing really lasts forever. Not even love. You can even see why he would say that, because his first wife did die of typhoid fever. I believe this was before he met his new wife too. But I still think he's right. Now, one thing that people might not like is how the OK Corral gunfight is really short. Personally, I don't mind it that much. We got plenty of reenactments of it. We have gotten plenty of reenactments of it, and this movie isn't really about the gunfight. It is more about Wyatt Earp in general. It could have been longer, but then it would have just turned into a ripoff of Tombstone, so yeah. Besides, we actually do get a few other gunfights in this movie, most of which come in the last hour of the movie. I felt they were pretty damn good. They were decently shot and edited. They were also pretty damn satisfying, all things considered. As for the production values, the cinematography, editing, sound, and sets are all really good, all things considered. The music is okay. It is a little bit more subdued and melodic, but none of the actual melodies are that memorable, so yeah. Overall, Wyatt Earp is one hell of a 3-hour experience. It is kind of in a similar vein to Heaven's Gate, although not nearly as dark. Sure, it may not be as accessible as Tombstone, but I definitely found more fulfillment in wanting to watch Wyatt Earp. I really got into him protecting the Wild West from bastards who don't give a damn about the law, and just learning more about him. It also has some really good writing, at least in the dialogue. This is no means my favorite movie, and I went over many of the plot issues that I have, but I'm definitely glad I did watch it because it's better than its reputation. I give Wyatt Earp 3 out of 5 stars with the title of Worth Watching. Anyway, I'm Spike Robot. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel and feel free to support me on Patreon. Take it easy on the Freedom Jingos.
A lifetime of dreaming, but don't ever stop believing. The passion, the fight deep inside.